Getting credit can be extremely difficult, especially with bad or no credit at all. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, you will need credit in order to stabilize or to get ahead in life. Two scenarios that come into mind is getting approved for an apartment or when you're buying a car. Not that it's possible getting both without credit, but it does make life a whole lot easier. Now, there's two sides to this story. Who's going to trust you with no credit or who's going to trust you with bad credit? These are two fair questions to ask, but not to worry, because in this video, I'm going to go over the 5 best credit cards for either having no credit or having bad credit. Now, little disclaimer before I start. If you guys have bad credit, make sure that you guys analyze the situation you're in and don't get credit if it's just gonna make you dig yourself into a deeper hole. By the way, guys, my name's Thiago. Let's get into this video. And FYI for you guys, these credit cards that I'm going to list are in no particular order. The first card to hit our list is the Mission Lane Visa credit card. This is a fantastic credit card for bad credit or no credit. You need a minimum of a 300 credit score to get approved for this card. Now, depending on how severe your credit score is, you might not get approved for this card, but the odds of you getting approved are very high. Now, the great thing about this card is that there is no fee that's associated with it. No annual fee, no activation fee. Now, they'll usually start you off with a $300 credit limit, but will increase over time depending on your creditworthiness and your on-time payments. Now, this card does provide you tools through their apps, such as access to your credit score, educational articles, and reporting to all 3 major credit bureaus. Now, this card does charge you a 26.99% to a 29.99% APR, which stands for annual percentage rate. This is the rate that you're charged if you carry a balance over to the next month. So make sure you guys are not carrying a balance. Now, this is also a Visa credit card, so you can actually use it anywhere Visa is accepted. Now, number 2 hitting our list is the Petal One credit card, which is one of the absolute best credit cards for no credit. It's also one of the coolest looking credit cards in my opinion. The great thing about this card is that it has no annual fee. Now, your probability is that you'll get approved for a $300 credit limit, but if you get lucky, you can get approved for up to $5,000. Now, the cool thing about this card is that it actually analyzes your banking history and makes a decision based of what it is in order to approve you for credit. Now, if you do have a lower limit with them, you can get qualified to get a higher limit after making 6 months worth of on-time payments. Now, this card does also report to the 3 major credit bureaus, which is pretty awesome. Now, to add to this awesomeness, you can also set a budget on this card. That way, you don't spend more than you're supposed to. Now, to add on top of all of this craze, the mobile app that this card has is absolutely amazing. It's user-friendly and it looks pretty good. Now, a cool feature that this card has is that it offers you cash back rewards. Now, you can earn anywhere from 2% to 10% by spending with select merchants. So by using this card, you can actually earn money while building your credit. Ladies and gentlemen, the features do not end here. If you guys like traveling, you will not get charged foreign transaction fees when using this card outside of the US. Also, if you guys are one of those new age tech people, you don't have to carry your credit card with you. You can simply add it to your Google Wallet or Apple Pay. Now, this card does charge you a 22.24 to 31.74 APR, 31%. Ouch. Make sure you guys pay your credit card on time. Number 3 on our list is an oldie but goodie. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Capital One secured credit card. Now that was actually a mouthful. In my opinion, this is one of the best credit cards if you have bad credit and need rebuilding. There is no credit history needed in order to get approved for this card. Instead, what happens is you use your money as collateral in place of credit. So let's take a look at an example. Once you get this card, you can deposit $200, which means you have a $200 credit to use on this card. All you can use is $200. The beauty of this card is that if you pay your card on time, your credit will go up. But if you don't pay your credit on time, you will still get hit with an APR. Now, with this card, you can deposit a minimum of $49 and a maximum of $200. Now, the cool thing is after 6 months of making on-time payments, you can get considered for a higher tiered deposit. Now, believe it or not, if you went through a bankruptcy or have a bankruptcy or are going through collections, you can have a hard time applying for this card. And instead of watching my videos, you guys should seek a credit professional for help. Now, this card does have a 26.99% APR, which is high for having your money as collateral. However, when I started building credit, this was actually the first credit card that I got. By the way, guys, if you're finding value in this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you guys will get notified every time I release a new video. Number 4 on our list is the self-secured Visa credit card, which is a very interesting choice. Now, this card does work kind of weird, but it is a good choice if you have no credit. You need to open an account with them and choose a plan. Now, you need to make 3 on-time payments on their plan and also deposit a total of $100 into their savings account. After this, you will instantly qualify for one of their secured credit cards. Sure, this is not convenient, but at least it will get you a credit card in the end. Now, this card does have a $25 annual fee, which is a con in my book. But it does report to all 3 major credit bureaus. The cool thing is, when your credit increases enough, you can qualify for the Self Visa credit card. To top all of this information off, this card has a 26.24 APR, which is a variable rate and can change. Number 5 on our list is the Tomo credit card, which is a great card if you don't want any inquiries on your history. The cool thing about this card is that it is not secured. It determines your credit score based on a financial algorithm. You can get approved from anywhere from $100 to $10,000 as a credit limit, and it is crazy that while you have this card, the rates can go up and down because again, it is based on a financial algorithm. The way this card works is that it sets up an auto pay feature which pays itself off every 7 days. There's also another huge plus of having this card, and that is its cashback features. Another pro is that this card also does not have an annual fee. To top all of this information off, this card has a 0% APR, and this is mainly due because it pays itself off, but this is still pretty sweet. By the way, I'm going to make another video going into depth into this card, so make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe. Okay, so now what do I think about all of this? Now, I have to split my answers into 2 parts. I think you should always start off with a secured credit card, which minimizes your risk of getting denied and getting a negative inquiry. Also, make sure that when you guys are beginning your credit journey, you guys are paying your balance in full off at the end of each month. Also, another tip is make sure to put the minimum amount of money that you can on your credit cards. This way, it will facilitate you guys paying these credit cards off. Now, if you guys do have bad credit, I understand this position. It's very tough. Just remember the actions you guys took to put yourself in this situation. I would also recommend to start off with a secured credit card in this specific situation. But again, remember, always pay your balance off in full at the end of each month. Advanced strategies are not for this stage of the game. Also, if your credit is so bad that you can't get approved for any credit card, make sure you guys talk to a credit professional and seek counseling on this subject. And for some people, unfortunately, the hard truth is credit cards are not meant for you because it could just be like gambling. But now I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about the credit cards that I mentioned? Is there one of these specific cards you guys are thinking about getting? Was there another card that I did not mention? Let me know by dropping a comment down below. By the way guys, I made an incredible video going over what my favorite budgeting app is of 2022, which I will link on this video, so make sure you guys click on it and watch it right now.